A few years ago, before I came to Wheaton, I had a chance. I was teaching a class in argumentation at one of my previous schools. And one of the things I would do back then is I would bring in the president of the Humanist Society of that city to come and just to have a discussion with my students whether faith in Christianity made sense. Faith in Christianity made sense. And one day, one of my students asked him this question, very interesting question. He said, what would it take for you to rethink your position, to abandon your agnosticism and embrace Christianity? And Dave, the gentleman that joined us, really interesting guy, thought for a while, and he said, to be perfectly honest with you, if I saw any consistent evidence that your faith changed you in the difficult times in life, when you're in major conflicts, or when there's people groups in major conflicts, or when you are going through extremely difficult times, if I consistently saw that there was a difference because of your faith, I may reconsider my position. And I think he was sincere about that, and I've thought a lot about that. And I thought a lot about that when it comes to this team. As you know, we've had a tough beginning to the season. Tough beginning in the sense that we get this Michigan State transfer who's clearly one of our best players from day one, and one moment later he blows out his Achilles and he's done. The young man last year that came in that broke his foot in the first practice, he's back ready to go, and he tears his ACL a week and a half ago. Two of the best players on our team at a really critical position for us. Then we begin the season and we lose to a team that most people would say we probably weren't expecting to lose to. All due respect to them, but we lost that game. So it was a tough beginning to the season. But what I tell the guys in situations like this is this, that we don't know who we are and we don't know what we're all about until we are faced with some kind of extreme adversity. That if we would be undefeated and we were all healthy and ready to go, you really wouldn't have an idea about whether our faith made a difference in us and who we are and how we act and how we behave. And so in some ways I'm certainly not happy that I have two of my best players out for the year, and I'm certainly not happy to start the season with a loss. Obviously since then we've recovered nicely. But it is a moment, it is an opportunity for these young men to show that their faith makes a difference. That they're not committed to their God only when things are going well, but they're committed to their faith and to their God, maybe even especially when things are not going well. And I've been extremely proud of them. I've been proud of the way they've taken care of the two boys that are injured. We were just over at the dorm of one of them. He just had his surgery yesterday, so he's high on drugs, he says. But the guys, he just said the guys are taking amazing care of him. We're positive about the way things are going, and that is where we find out who we truly are. We find out who we truly are when we have really difficult circumstances, and that's when we get a chance to show that our faith makes sense, and our faith is real, and our faith is something for the whole world to see.